Hi, this is Mortgage Wise with Mike Wise at Capstone Direct, and today we're going to talk about the differences between a pre-qualification letter and a pre-approval letter. There are many reasons as to why you need to get pre-approved, but this is the beginning of your home shopping process. You need to get a pre-approval letter to help you decide how much you can afford, and it will give your real estate agent a roadmap of what properties to actually go look at so that you can make offers on properties that match your pre-approval. Nobody wants to waste your time or the real estate agent's time in looking at properties that you can't qualify for. So this gives you the roadmap on what properties you can actually go look for. The pre-qualification letter is a letter that is actually generated maybe by you taking an online application or taking an application with a loan officer and the loan officer actually telling you what you're pre-qualified for. It does. The downsides of the pre-qualification letter is that one, a certified underwriter has not looked at this file. They have not gone over it and reviewed it to make sure that there's no other issues. So as qualified as a loan officer might be, no matter how long they've been in the industry, they are not the detailed person, they are a salesperson. And so the detailed person is the underwriter that actually looks at the file. So the downside of getting a pre-qualification letter is that that loan officer might miss something that the underwriter would see that might affect you actually buying a property. And you don't want to go into escrow, buy a house, and find out that you can't qualify for it halfway into it because the loan officer missed something. And in fact, if you just took the application online with nobody looking at it, sometimes those companies spit out a pre-approval letter, but that's only as good as the input that you put into the system. We actually need the documents to review your application. So the pre-approval process is actually going to that next step. So the benefit of the pre-approval process is that we have an underwriter that actually looks at the file, looks at what you input, looks at the documentation that you provided, asks any questions, goes back to you conditions for any documents that we may need from you. But at the end of the day, we have a pre-approval letter that is solid. The reason why we do that is that allows you to put in a competitive offer when you're putting an offer in on a house. It helps your offer stand out compared to everybody else's. There's a couple of things that I'll go over on this. One is there's contingency periods. The contingency periods for the loan are usually 17 days. We can shorten that down to 5, 10, maybe actually have no loan contingencies on that particular product. So we can actually go down to no loan contingencies. That makes your offer stand out. The other thing is that since we have all of your paperwork, we've done all of the work on it, we actually can shorten the closing period. A normal closing period on a house is maybe 30 days. So that's generally what goes into a purchase contract. We can actually shorten that up to maybe like 15 days to close. So we can close in 2 weeks versus somebody else that puts an offer on that house and it would take them 30 days to close. Well, if that seller wants to close faster, your offer is going to stand out. And so what we want to do, again, is give your realtor a roadmap of what you want to go out, what you can afford to go out and purchase, one, and then two, to be able to make a competitive offer. And if you just have a pre-qualification letter, you can't do those things. With a pre-approval letter underwritten by an underwriter, you can actually shorten those contingency and loan closing periods and make your offer stand out so that you get an accepted offer on the house that you want. This is Mike Wise with Mortgage Wise at Capstone Direct, and if you want to learn more about how to get pre-approved, watch my next video.